Alright, yo guys, I'm back with another video. This video is going to be titled, What is the most likely outcome next week going into Q2? So I made a video yesterday talking about how the market was about to crash, and the most likely outcome was the market's going to crash. A little bit of the clickbait title, if I'm going to be honest, and no one's even clicking the video. Bunch of wankers you are, but I'm playing though. Fucking, excuse my language. So what's the most likely outcome going into next week? Let's take a look at it really quick. So the markets are trading in a range. Within this range, price has, bounced from premium to discount to premium back to deep discount, and now price is attempting to go back up to the premium part of the range, even though it seems like we're not in a premium part of the range and we're not going to go there. It seems like we're going to crash because of the aggressive move that happened yesterday. I have to say, why did that happen, guys? Because we're at peak fear. Look at that, the market's at peak fear. Everything is bearish. Everyone thinks the world's going to end. Everyone thinks Trump's about to fuck up the whole, excuse my language again, but everyone thinks Trump's ruining everything. And the truth is, Q1's usually not, it's not always a great barometer. You can't really measure what the year's going to be like based on Q1 sometimes. So going into Q2, I'm expecting the market to find some footing. How are we going to do that? Well, first things first, we're going to target the premium part of the range. And once we sweep liquidity at this level down here, and I'm not sure if you guys can see this, so I'll jump onto the 4 hour chart and show you. But this is a very, very, I want to say, obvious level of liquidity that's going to be swept. This level is actually, this level that we're targeting down here is a whole bunch of liquidity that's been building up over the past couple of days, I should say, couple of weeks. Really started building up on the 18th, so about 2 weeks ago it's been building up. So what price is looking to do now? We've already made our low, we've made our higher high. What price is trying to do now is sweep liquidity on the downside, form a base at the low, and once we form this base, we've got clear room to run straight into our premium. It's interesting because right now in this peak fear, no one's expecting the market to bottom. Everyone's extremely bearish, including myself. I was extremely bearish last week. However, I came to a realization that trying to call for market crashes is extremely naive. The most likely outcome is the market isn't going to crash. The most likely outcome is we're just going to keep on trending higher and higher and higher, as we've done over the past 10 years. The most likely outcome is when people are fearful, that's when you should try and start picking up stocks, according to Warren Buffett. Or in this situation, try and position long if you get an entry into the market. We have had our market structure shift. However, what happened on Friday seems like an outlier to me in an attempt to target liquidity at the lows. So if I get a good enough signal, I will be aiming to position inside this fair value gap. So what will I be looking for? The first thing I'll be looking for is a sweep of liquidity. You can almost guarantee that's going to happen. We'll sweep liquidity. The next thing I'll look to see is a reaction at this base. So if price reaches this base down here, and we retest these lows. At the retest of these lows, I'm expecting price to hold. I'm expecting price to potentially break the lows, and then on attempt to break these lows here, I'm expecting price to pull down and then rally all the way back up in a rejection. And this rejection would, first of all, will give us a wick, which will look like this. So not just a wick, it will also give us a green candle to close the day. So if we get this sort of price action, I am going to be looking to position into the market right here, and then we'll see our clearest move to target the premium part of the range. And once we target this premium part of the range, I'm going to be interested in seeing whether or not price goes for the liquidity that's resting at the all-time highs. We've been extremely bearish coming into this year. Well, since the start of the year, we've been extremely bearish. Price has been extremely bearish. There's been a lot of uncertainty with news. I'm expecting some sort of catalyst to sort of cause the rally that occurs in the market this week. I can't tell you what it is now. I can't predict what it's going to be. There's a chance we get some sort of news. Jerome Powell also seems to be speaking on Friday after the unemployment report comes out. So I'm expecting some sort of catalyst to drive the market higher into the range. But you need to remember, as a trader, you want to try and position prior and allow the catalyst to, do the heavy lifting in regards to the direction of the market. At this current moment in time, I was fearful yesterday until I watched a few fundamental videos that reminded me that I'm not a retail trader. I'm an institutional trader, so I have to think like how the institutions think. And the main thing is to try and position in the most optimal places after a sweep of liquidity. Nevertheless, I need to take this call. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video. Let's take note.